Lab 22. No, you did not mishear me. I said Lab 22. Let's go ahead and jump over to my screen real quick here, where I've got the one and only Sarah Dietschy rhymes with Peachy announcing Lab 22, her lineup of stands for the iPhone, iPad, and, well, really any headphones. It doesn't have to be Apple headphones. You can see she put a pair of Sony headphones on there, with the Lab 22 branding now live on Kickstarter. In all seriousness, these things look super cool.
Yeah.
They were built in collaboration with, Moment. That's right. Moment. And this is a super outdated tweet because they have absolutely annihilated their Kickstarter funding target. 340,000 Canadian rubles. So huge congratulations to Sarah on this fantastic launch of these products. And the timing, though. To be clear, Sarah's been at work on this for over a year. Okay?
Yeah.
We've been at work on the lab for, I mean, it's been a twinkle in my eye for years at this point. But the branding actually only started to come together in the last like weeks. So with absolutely no knowledge that she was working on this whatsoever, we were like, oh man, you know what would be really cool? Lab 32. Okay, there's that Chrono Trigger lab. There's the potential to retcon the meaning of LTT if we ever decide to.
The abbreviation is still LTT.
Take Linus's name out of it and make it more just like the group Lab 32 LTT. There was all this, like, it had all this stuff.
Base 8 math.
It had all this stuff going for it, right? And then, oh no, it is awfully similar to Lab 22. So obviously, as soon as I saw people tweet at me about it, the first thing that I did was contact Sarah. Fortunately, she's someone that we are in touch with. We've worked with her a number of times in the past. I consider her, I'm maybe not a friend. I don't know, we're not like super close, but I wouldn't withhold information. I feel like I can speak very openly with her. So I'd say she's an industry friend. And so we were able to have a quick email exchange about it. We're going to talk in more detail on Monday. But initially, I just want to shout her out for being absolutely amazing about the whole thing, because she was absolutely working on this before us. I want to make that extremely clear. And her response, tentative, temporary placeholder response. I'm not going to hold her to any of this, but her response after I explained what our long-term goal is for the lab, what our mission is for it, the fact that we could very well have physical merchandise with lab branding as part of funding our expansion.
Lab 32 could test Lab 22 products at some point.
Right? I mean, you know, and, you know, obviously this is a really big deal for her, right? Like she's launching a brand. And
it's going well.
The first thing she said back to me, and it just like massive shout out, Sarah, for being super cool, is your main product is pretty far off. And with supporting merch being clothing, I don't see how that interferes with desk accessories. I don't want to say too much about her future plans, so I'm going to redact some of this. I don't have an issue moving forward with our own names if you don't. Maybe we can meme it up in the community and then just move on. The comments have been fun. And I just want to say that's just about the coolest possible response she could have given me. So even if we ultimately change our mind, look, she was there first. It's that simple. So even if we ultimately change our mind and we decide to pivot on our branding, I just wanted to say, hey, super cool, Sarah. Really appreciate you being willing to kind of share, especially because our draft branding for Lab 32 is, I wouldn't describe it as similar necessarily, but it shares some thematic kind of elements. Like we both went for kind of futuristic, like a futuristic look. Hold on, let me see if I can bring up the email here. I can never remember how to spell her name, but it's okay. Thank you, Otto. Thank you, Autofill. Here it is. Okay, so I haven't shown you guys. Here, I'm just going to do a snip. Don't worry, I will do this very safely. I will not leak any information. I will not leak anything. I will leak nothing.
Heard that before.
I will leak absolutely nothing, not even this. There. I have LTT store up. It's fine. Okay, cool. So we're on Linus's screen. So we showed her some draft branding for Lab 32, which was done up by our Sarah Butt, that I think looks absolutely fantastic. And I wouldn't say that it's. Oh, sorry about that, Luke. There you go.
I love how did you call it a?
So popular today.
It's the same people. I'm actually really mad.
Oh, okay. Well, here, let me finish this up real
Yeah,
quick,
we'll talk
and we
about
should
that
talk
after.
about that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that it's that similar to Lab 22's branding. Here you go. You can see them side by side, but you can tell we were both kind of going for a thing here. So that's the update on that. Massive shout out, Sarah, for being awesome. Massive shout out, our Sarah, for being awesome. I sincerely hope that the Lab 32 branding you worked on hasn't been wasted. I mean, it probably won't be wasted anyway, because even if we ultimately call it Lab something else, I really like the style of it. I really like the LAB.
Yeah.
So
I
Yeah.
do like anytime you have something like that's like space themed in some way, and you have an A, it never has the crossbar.
Yeah.
It's just a rule of life.
exactly.
If it's in space and it's an A, there is no crossbar. That's just how it works.
So go check out Lab 22, the as Sarah Dici describes it, the ultimate line of adjustable tech stands. Maybe we can move the dial a little bit on her pre-orders. They really do look really nice. Very aesthetic, I think, as the kids say. And we will keep you guys posted with respect to our own lab branding and what that's going to end up looking like.